Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot, and this is Dee Fernandez, your astrologer, your psychic, your past life regression practitioner, right? Some people call it healing. It really is healing. It is. Yeah, I just have to be careful what I say over here, but the words are important. But yeah, some people call that healing. That's what Dolores Cannon used to call past life readings, right? She was the frontier lady for all that. Yeah, she was. And she was a good lady, too. You can totally tell, right? So let's get into this, Sagittarius, and I hope you are well. And take what works, Sagittarius, and leave the rest out, right? Yeah, not everything. It's hard to have everything not manifest, but resonate all the time. But there's always messages in here, right? There's always messages. So let's see what we have. And we're starting with these cards, and they are they're about love and drama, both. So let's see what we got here. And we're heading into drama season because Leo is the season of entertainment. So there can be drama going on as well. Yeah, there could. The Phoenix is here. It's a new phase, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, and a changed mind. That cracks me up how they have that at the end, right? It sounds all written perfectly, and then it goes, a changed mind. Mind. It's like real direct, right? And yeah, but somebody may have changed their mind here, and they want to renew things with you, Sagittarius. Let's see what else. And now we have lightning. All right, there is none over here. Not where I live right now. It's not really the time of the year. Yeah, but sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany. Something's going to hit you like thunder or like lightning, right? Lightning is going to strike you, Sagittarius. Yeah, it is. With some shocking news. And we have transformation twice here. Something major has changed. And is bringing you something really good. Interesting, because Venus is making the most important astrological transits. Yeah, in August for sure. And we're not very far away from August. No, we're not. Let's see what we have. We have the coffin. All right, rest in peace. R.I.P. Endings bring new beginnings. Okay, somebody, most likely there is no real death, and the cemetery or cremation or whatever whatever you may do, that's not likely here. But it just talks about something that is ending, and there's liberation with that ending. Wow, somebody ends something here because they changed their mind about you, Sagittarius. Right? Tell them to stop being so fickle. Right? Yeah, that can be a problem, but let's see what these cards have to say. And we're going to use the double major arcanas. Yeah, let's see. Let's use these first. And these are mystical moments. Yeah. And we start with no rain today. All right, good. So she's up there touching the sun, and she's, looks like little droplets are coming from her. New directions. Yeah, we do have a new direction here. And somebody is up in the hat, up on a top hat in the sky. And this, what do they call it? The hot air balloon, the top of it is merely a dandelion, right? The very thing that we blow out when we were kids, and to make a wish come true, right? Yeah, and a dandelion's a weed, so, they were all over the place, right? Yeah, and you know what? Dandelion has a lot of curative and healing abilities. It really does, for many things. And we have the mermaid's love. So here she is, and she does look like my little granddaughter, fair, with a little pointy nose and long dark hair. Yeah, yeah. So let's see. That's not my granddaughter, though. It's not. No. Mermaid's love, and her man is holding her here, and she is much younger than him, but it's very sweet. He loves her, and she loves him. And so let's look at no rain today. No, there's no rain. There's a lot of hot sun today. At least here, comfort, positive view of life, and energy, and shine. Yeah, in the card we see the sun banishing a crying cloud. Yeah, remember I said there's droplets coming. I didn't realize the cloud was actually crying, right? And the sun said, knock it off, all right? Stop feeling sorry for yourself, right? Or I'm going to put my hot rays on you. And That'll do something to make you wake up, right? And so we don't know if someone was feeling sorry for themselves. We're not sure about that. Could be, though. It's a possibility. Um, yeah, it could be. And so, the New Directions card, that is what it is. This is another transformation, and it is the road to love in this reading. I feel like it is departure, new perspectives, and goodbyes. Yeah, you see, there's something. We have the coffin here, right? So something's being left out here, and this has been the theme for a little while. It could be in somebody's psyche. Yeah, I mean, for some of us, we might go, "What? What do you mean by that?" But that's what's ruling. It's your emotional intelligence, your psychic ability, your intuition, and your inner knowing, and knowing thyself is ruling your whole life. Yeah, not just your love life or how you get along with people in the office and any of that, right? Nothing like that, but it is could be that, but nothing, only. It's not just that. So here we have the New Directions, and we have the Mermaid's Love, and let's have a look at that. Interesting how Venus is kind of the big transiting planet in August. Yeah, let's see what it says here. Venus is all about love. Yes, it is beauty. Can be about possessions. Yeah, it can even be about self-esteem. The part that is ruling Taurus with the possessions and self-esteem and money. The good things in life is Venus as it relates to Taurus, and it also rules Libra. And for Libra, it is about love, right? Because Libra is the 7th house of relationships. It used to be called, back in the day, the 7th house of marriage. Yeah. And so the Mermaid's Love, partnership, love, support, accord. Accord, what does it mean, accord? It means getting along. You're aligned with somebody, basically. Or something is aligning. A loving couple is shown on the card. The woman is a mermaid. Her hair and tail seem to float her through the sky. A man with feathers holds her hands. He grounds and protects her. He is her base. They're from different worlds, water and sky, but they are complete together, a perfect love union. Their differences make them stronger and balanced. They support each other in their own way, but always from a place of respect and love. Somebody is loving you in this reading, Sagittarius. And they're coming, and they're very positive about this relationship, because we start with the Phoenix, and it's about changed mind and transformation. And you're going to get some some shocking news. Maybe you thought they fell off the earth, right? Or they turned into Rip Van Winkle, right? And were asleep for like 25 years, right? Yeah, I used to love that little story when I was a kid, because it's very mystical, right? He's asleep for 25 years and he wakes up and he's an old man. And I don't know what the lesson is supposed to be in that little kind of, fable sort of, but maybe it's enjoy your life, enjoy every day, right? Let's see what we have. And we have the High Priestess, and she's coming up reversed, and I'm using this double major arcana deck. But, that means, let me look at her here. She is the kind of, she's the regular High Priestess here, because we have kind of a diverse, or a little different one. But instead of I think it's the B. I forget what they have here. The B, and she's got N and D here. So that's really interesting about that. But she's holding the Torah. She is, and that is like the Hebrew. That is the tree of life is in the Torah, I believe. The tree of life. This is the Kabbalah, right, by the Hebrew people. The tree of life is everywhere. It's in regular astrology. It is, and it is even in the, I believe it's in Western astrology, but I feel like it is like in so many places the tree of life. But it's not always depicted that way, but it is really related to the tree of life, and it's a long kind of a long explanation what that really is. And so here's the Page of Cups, and he's upset here. He sees the fish is falling out of the cup. So what this means is that this is kind of some type of revelation, Sagittarius, that wakes him up, because typically he's not upset. He's just noticing the fish there, which really means for him to trust his intuition. But in this case, he is really upset. The fish is falling out, and he's like, oh, what's going on? Right next to the High Priestess, this is definitely about And she wanted to be reversed, didn't she? But it's definitely about trusting, somebody's trusting their intuition. There may have been a secret here before. The High Priestess reversed can be a secret. And a secret that may be coming to light, or a secret. Yeah, it's very interesting. There's something definitely going on. And, you know, to kind of further the story, right? Page of Swords. And here is the big bird coming down and trying to bite him. I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. He's one color, and vultures don't really look like that. Not in my opinion, right? They're usually kind of multicolored. But, you know, the vulture's waiting, is trying to peck at, you know, dead birds, not a live person. But, you know, he got bit here by this. He got bit by some information, because he's the Page of Swords, right? Who's usually very curious. But I feel like he got bit. This is like the shocking news here. It is. And so can this be over here, where he's looking at the cup going, wow, what a revelation, what an intuitive hit. Or this can be about love with the cups. But this Page of Swords is, again, it's about some shocking news. And somebody got kind of, you know, pinched on the butt really hard because they had some type of major revelation, like shocking news to themselves. It's not even news, I don't believe. I feel like you're going to get shocking news, or maybe you're bringing them shocking news, but this revelation comes like a tower. That's how it comes. Like, whoa, I didn't feel that. I didn't know that. I didn't really know about it, but yeah. So let's get into the tarot. And before we do that, if you want to get a psychic reading with me, I always check my accuracies, and they are, yes. And they're lots of fun. You pick the formatting. The live calls are lots of fun. You can have a video instead, or a recording of the live call as well. Tarot readings are done the same. If you want to understand somebody, get a psychic reading on them, and then the tarot cards are after. You get a real complete picture of this person. Yeah, you do. And of where they're at in their mind, right? And, you know, things like that. And yeah, Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. And I also have past life readings. And those are so fabulously mystical and wonderful and empowering. And that's all in your natal chart. Yeah, that is part of your journey, the South and the North Node. The North Node is you becoming your best self, reaching your true fate and destiny, right? Yeah, it is. It is fulfilling your soul's intention, the North Node. And the South Node is learning something, or leaving something behind, so that you can be, you can evolve fully, which is the North Node. So the South, those past life readings can show you a very important lesson, and you are the one who is choosing it. And everybody, most everybody has one. I mean, every time I've done one, every time somebody has a lesson to learn, because their own psyche picks the past life. Yeah, that's very cool. So the bottom of this deck, everything is in the description box. The bottom of this deck is the 8 of Cups. So that is an ending, and it's an ending for somebody to be able to stand in their own power, and to, you know, move towards something fulfilling, because the 8s are positive. They're about movement, progress, change, and growth. They are. Last year we were in an 8 year. This year is a 9 year, and this is about change and chapters ending, right? Yeah, and so more kind of chapters fulfilling themselves, like, you know, even if something was really great, you know, not everything lasts forever, right? Life is about change. If there's one thing that is guaranteed in this life, it is about change. Every day we get a little older, we win something, and we lose something every day, right? Yeah, and that's for another discussion, right? But 8 of Cups, he's going where he is inspired, right? Yeah. And so we see somebody very inspired. The Mermaid's Love, this is these two people who are different, that are coming together. Maybe it's different culture. And there's some shocking news. There is an ending, and this 8 of Cups is implicating it, right? Or indicating it for sure. So let's see what we have, Sagittarius. And we start with the Ace of Swords reversed, the 5 of Cups. So see, these are endings right here. OMG, 5 of Wands. Somebody could have been fighting with somebody here. There's definitely a lot of challenges. Ace of Swords reversed is usually an ending. It can be a new beginning that is conditional. and it will only come true, the new beginning, if something is done here in this reading, much like the rose, the cage in the Lenormand deck. Love can blossom and really happen, but something has to be done first, and the rose removed from the cage. So this is kind of a similar situation. This ending is the Five of Cups, but this is regret sitting in the challenge. And somebody may feel, this other person, maybe it's you, could feel really challenged here, possibly by this ending. But it can be too, I don't know if I'm going to have a new beginning, because this reading is about an ending and a new beginning. It really is. And it's about somebody who has learned something shocking, probably about themselves. So, that's really interesting, because just the other day, I've had a few awakenings in my life, but just the other day, I realized something, but I realized it. I knew, but I didn't, it wasn't like 100%. It's hard to explain it. And so the other day, I go, yeah, that's that. I accepted it. Yeah, and it, and I had a client who told me the same thing. I'm just realizing this, and the client was over 50 years old. So there's a lot more to learn, you guys. So stay tuned, and it is a lot of fun. It is fun to really learn about yourself. It is. That's why the journey of self-discovery is the most important journey you'll ever go on. It's not to Greece or to Spain or Norway or the Caribbean. No, it's not. It's the journey of self-discovery. Yeah, it is. And so let's get a card on the Five of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles with it. There could have been a third party right here. Regret because of, or breadcrumbing, right? Yeah. The only people who are allowed to breadcrumb in this lifetime are chefs, all right? Yeah, and don't put too much grease, all right? Yeah, don't like it like that, right? And so we have, and why it's all happening is there's some type of challenge here. We have two fives here. That's a completion and ending. The King of Cups, and here is the High Priestess. So there definitely could be water energy. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio for sure. We'll get another card, the Queen of Wands here, and that may be you, Sagittarius. Your person might be a water sign. They could be an earth sign right down here. King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or they could be this magician over here who is Aries. Yeah. So, yeah, and so external to you is this High Priestess. We'll get a card on that, and we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, see, this could have been a third party. You could be, somebody wants to get back together with you here, and they know that you're their major wish, right? But there's something went on in this reading, and so, yeah, and it definitely could be third party energy. We have three people here, too many people, Five of Wands, like challenges, it could be. And we'll get another card. And I should get the small cards out, right? King of Swords. So now there could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But this is about a decision that somebody makes because they love you. Yeah, there is a decision here, right? And so there could have been a square here, which will demand a decision. It demands action. And everybody has squares in their natal chart. That's why sometimes you might end things or start things because you feel like something's kind of over for you. You go, it was great, but it's like I can feel it's kind of dwindling here. That's a square. Typically a square or an opposition will create change as well. The square is usually tension and putting pressure on you to take action. And the opposition, a little bit like that, but the change can just come. It's not as pressuring, in my opinion, as a square. And now we have the Magician and the Hangman, and oh my goodness, right? So this is all about a sacrifice, an ending, because here's the Ten of Wands, and I've been talking, the coffin is here. Yeah, and so and we'll get another card on that Hanged Man reverse. This can be how somebody sees themselves manifesting something yet surrendering. This person could be surrendering to you. And there may be an ending because another way to say there could be an ending is this The Hangman is the 12th house, which is the last house, and this is why it can be about closure. Yeah, let's see what else we have here. And surrender, yeah, because it's the last house. The Lovers now. And let's cover up these naked people so we don't have any trouble. They're real naked too in that one, like body parts up close, right? Yeah. We can't do this as a family show, right? Let's see what else we have, you guys. Yeah, so, you know, I'm pulling a lot of cards today, which is interesting. I usually don't pull this many cards, but Magician, Hangman, and the Lovers, there's a choice here. That's why the King of Swords is next door, because that's the decision. So this is somebody choosing their soulmate, seeing themselves as in their power, pretty sure, as the Magician, or I really want to manifest this soulmate relationship, and I'm willing to surrender something with the Hangman or release something. Yeah, Three of Swords is underneath it. You see what I mean about third parties for some, right? For some, this is about a third party. And remember, it's not always another person. I mean, it could be, you know, a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, but it could even be your Aunt Sarah, who, you know, so sweet, but she's meddling. But it can be anything. It can be ego that is, you know, arrogance, or, you know, ego kind of gets a bad rap, that word, but it can be arrogance. It can be ignorance, where somebody just didn't know how they really felt. I mean, that happens, right? It does happen. And this person realized over time. That has been the theme, and I feel like it is the theme here too. But here we have the Ten of Wands. That's in the past. That is an ending. And it's like, let me lay this down. It's too heavy. Let me surrender. And we have the, I have the Justice card here. And see, so many majors in this reading. So this Justice card is the decision to lay down a burden. And we have the King of Pentacles with the Emperor reversed. So this could be an Aries or an Earth sign here. But this is the concern. So the concern in this reading is, I don't feel like I have control of my life, so I need to lay down this burden. Justice, Ten of Wands. It could be that somebody was corrupt as well. The Emperor reversed. Yeah. He falls out of his throne, doesn't he? When he's in the reverse. Yeah, somebody could have been corrupt here. And this theme could be like, I really need to put my life in order. And as it is, it's not. Like I'm either with the wrong person or the wrong situation, something like that. And now we have, yeah. Let's see what we have here. Let's get another card on this concern with the Ten of Wands again. See, this is very clear. I have the sister deck here. Here's the big and the little. Right? And so we have the Strength card in the environment. This is some type of growing up, right? It's not that they can, you know, come and, you know, move your car and, you know, pick it up over the from the glass bottle that your, you know, your tire is sitting in. It's not like that. It's mastery, right? It's growing up. It's maturity. And here she is taming the wild in herself. That's what that means with the Ace of Cups. Somebody grew up. Yeah, they've grown up in this reading. And Page of Wands showing up is the hopes and fears with the Hermit. Could be a Virgo here. But this is like, I need a new path, and I'm being led there with the Hermit. I'm being led there intuitively. I'm being led, right? The North Node can be like your star as well, that you're following in this life. And if you don't understand your South Node, hidden unconscious patterns like within you, then it's hard to reach the North Node, right? It's yeah. And so now we have the Three of Swords in the potential outcomes. See, somebody gets hurt here because the Five of Cups is over here. Somebody got like hurt, or there's regret, or both. Yeah, and we have the Five of Wands in the reading as well, and now we have Judgment. So this is, you know, wow. And this can be like somebody felt like they were kind of being judged, or, you know, and they went through an awakening, judged by the universe, right? And that caused an awakening, but like a tower awakening, like, yeah. And so like a harsh reality wake up. Somebody had an awakening here, and this kind of broke their own heart, but it doesn't, that's not the end of it. The heartbreak here leads to somebody growing up here. Wow. I'm going to end this reading. If you guys want to get a reading with me, they're lots of fun, you guys. Check out the description box. Thank you so much, you guys. And please like, share, and subscribe. It does help me to keep these videos coming your way.